Welcome to being you outside. I'm walking in the water here. I'm in a river called Little Sac River. My house is just right there. I just left my house. I'm gonna walk down here and set a trot line. Now I'm pulling my little sled with me. Have you seen this sled with many a video? I got my trot line wrapped around that right there. It's a little bit different how I'm gonna do it. I got my hooks right there on that styrofoam cooler. Got my bait in the bucket right there. I got weights in there. I got a waterproof case right there, which holds my phone and extra batteries or whatever I need. Keep them waterproof. I've got a trap set right over here, a perch trap. I threw it in here earlier today. I just want to see what's in it. I don't necessarily need to keep any of the perch out of it, but I need to see what's in it. So we'll check it. I'll pull it up. You can see it right there. Pull it up and see what's in it. That gives me an idea on what kind of bait I have for the next day or two. Well, there must be 40 perch in there. There's all kinds in there too. There's some green ear sunfish. There's a lot of sun perch in there. Wow, that's a good catch. Okay. See, that tells me I've got bait for tomorrow night, so I don't have to worry about bait for tomorrow night. I'll be baiting these out tomorrow night, probably in the pitch dark. But well, let's go down and get these trot lines out. I'll show you how I'm going to set them, how I'm going to do it a little bit different than I normally do. I just got the one trot line here, 33 hooks on it. That's close to 33, I think 30. I do 30 so I can put out a couple of them lines. We're gonna go down here about that direction there, probably only about 300 yards from my house here actually. Water's chilly, but it's not ice cold, so it's kind of nice for wading. I've got swimming trunks on. I'm just gonna wade down through here. River's been up last couple of days. I gotta grab my sled here and just pull it with me. All right, let's get this line out, starting right now. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put out a limb line right here. I've caught probably three big flatheads here in the past, over 25 pounds right here on this same tree limb. It's just crazy. But what they're doing, big flatheads, they're coming up along this bank here. There's usually a den up in there that they nest. I don't bother them while they're nesting. I just want to catch them when they get done. That's what I try to do. I'm not a hand fisherman. I could be a good one, but I don't do it. Not just because it's illegal. I just don't like doing it. But it is illegal. Now, I got this set. I'm gonna go ahead and put a perch on here, a designated perch. I'm gonna put a pretty good size red ear sunfish on this lure, on this hook right here. And that's a big one right there. See that? That's a good one. There's a sinker on there which will keep him down toward the bottom. Look at him pull on that. He won't be able to get away from a big flathead though. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. This is limb line number 2 right here. Same thing. Got a good size sinker. As you can see, it's not very deep. It's waist deep right here, but these big flatheads move up and down this shallow water feeding, especially right now before they go on the nest. There's another big green ear sunfish right here. That's a big one there. That's a good looking bait, boy. Now, when I walk back up here after a while, I'll check those just to make sure a turtle or something hadn't knocked them off of there. All right, I'm gonna set this line out. First of all, let me get my bait out here. I'll tie my bait out here while I set this line. There's my trot line right there, folks. Ever seen anything like that? And I'm just gonna unroll it as I go down through there. I'm gonna put my hooks on it here in a minute. I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. I don't use those clips. You see a lot of guys use those clips. I don't use them. This is a super strong root right here, which is really good for tying a trout line. I like to tie them on something that has a little bit of give to it, if I can. Now, I can't always do that. But there's a little bit of give on this root right here. Again, I like that. Where they don't get a super solid pull. See that limb, how it gives? That means they won't get a very solid pull. Okay, that's tied good. Now, I'm gonna stretch this line. I don't have to worry about the hook, see? There'll be my first hook right there. There, I got a swivel on here. I got a loop on the end of this right here, see that? This is 200-pound test drop line right here, which should be more than sufficient. I already got a hook on here. That's just a 6/0 Eagle Claw razor sharp. That's all this hook is. Now I've got other hooks on here, I'll show you in a minute, that are really, really good hooks. That's it. Now my other hook, I got two different sizes of hooks on here. I use sometimes a smaller hook to put dead minnows on, and then I have these offset circle hooks right here. These are 8/0 right there, 8/0, and which is big enough to hold a pretty big fish. And being circle hooks like that, they really take a bite. So I could, a 50-pounder gets on here, he's gonna be here in the morning. If I catch him with those circle hooks, those are really, really good hooks. Yeah, I'm baiting out this line. I like these offset circle hooks. They're just really good, and I'll show you why. It's easy to put bait on them. And the minnow, sometimes it's hard to put on here, hole like this, like I do. But the offset, if you look at that, you can't hardly see it, but if you look at it, the tip of this is just a little bent out. And that makes it kind of nice for putting minnows on here like I do. Worm on there like that, makes it so easy. Those are 8/0 offset circle hooks. I like them. Well, the first limb line I put out 2 limb lines. I checked one of them a while ago and the turtles had killed it. This big old black perch I put on there earlier, they killed that perch. I put a dead minnow on it down there. Something's grabbing it. So I come up here, this big black perch I put on the first one was gone. So I put a dead minnow on there, and now I caught within seriously a minute, I caught a fish on that dead minnow right here. That means catfish are really biting. That's probably what this is, small catfish. He ain't as small as you think. Well, he just got off. Rascal. He sure did. That's a good fish. My gosh, there's one hitting that other line down there. What is going on with these fish? Yeah, he's a good channel cat, but a 4-pounder. What in the world? 3.5. Oh, good catfish. Really good catfish. That means they are moving up down this river, so we're probably going to come down here tonight and run this trot line after dark. With fish biting like this, I'll have to run it again after dark. Here it is, 9:30, 10, and I'm going down here to check my trot line because the way the fish were biting, I'm afraid that they took a lot of the bait off, and I may have a few channel cat right now. I got some more bait. I'll be able to rebait everything. Lots of bugs. Whew. I need a red light. Look at that. That's what a turtle does to your line right there. That's what a turtle will do. That's when you bait out before sundown. That's what you get. There's a channel cat right here. Decent size. Now they're good night catfish right there. Come off right when I got him in the shed, in the sled. That's good. I'll put another dead minnow on there. That's what I caught him on. Channel cat right here, big enough to keep. Good looking channel. It is early in the morning, 5:30. I'm running that trot line down here, a couple of them lines. I should have some channel cat at least. As you see right there, I've caught 4 channel cat already on this trot line down here. Not big ones, just good eating size. There's my first trap. I'll put it out here in a little bit. I got a bucket here to carry fish if I get some. Well, I gotta hit this water. Whew. Maybe a turtle. Nope, I think it's a fish. Oh, little channel cat. He's not a real big one, but he's big enough. Oh, there's a decent channel cat on that. Grief. Okay, well, you believe that? 2 limb lines, 2 catfish. Catfish right here. Oh yeah. Just a good eating size. I think there's another one on the very end down there. Look at that. Look at that. This big turtle got a hold of him. Check it out. That big turtle is eating on that catfish. He don't know I'm here. Look at him. Let go of my fish. Let go of my fish. That's what you get into here on the river a lot of times. He's trying to take that fish with him, see? He just wanting to bite. You got to get a bite of it off of there. Get off my fish. Look at that. I just kicked him. Off of there. Rascal. Another fish right here. Decent channel cat. There's a bait left on there. Look at that. That poor guy. He'll get eaten by a turtle today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 channel cat. Well, as you can see, I made it back here to my house. I caught 6 catfish, as you've seen there, which is pretty good. I mean, that's just a good mess of fish, right? And I've got this one fish here, this turtle fish, that they done some damage to, that turtle did. So I'm gonna go ahead and skin him because I'm afraid he won't live very long in that tank. But I'll get some meat out of him. That turtle took a big bite out of him right there. Sure did. There's your difference. Once you change your water, I got a few bait fish still in there. And of course I have a total of 10 catfish in there. Water's clear now. I can turn it off. Take my hose out. Turn my agitator on. All an agitator is, I've showed you this before, but it's a paddle inside there. It's just a paddle. And that thing twirls at a high rate of speed. I'll show you here. I'll plug it in. It's all it does is agitates the water. Let me get this plugged in here. Agitates the water. Keeps it fresh. So, there you go. That's night number 1. I caught a total of 10 catfish since last night. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this catfish. Appreciate you watching this video, my friends. I appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Hit the like button if you wouldn't care. Appreciate you doing that. Appreciate your comments. I appreciate all that stuff y'all do. Having a great time doing this YouTube stuff. If I wasn't YouTubing, I'd still be down there trot line just like I'm doing right now. Nothing different. I would be doing the exact same thing, but I'm just putting on the film this time. We're just videoing it. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm glad you're out there. And wherever you're at in this whole world, my friends, have a good morning, good day, good night, because another video's coming right around the corner.